Let me give you a story. Shortly before the Second World War stopped, the battle was raging. Some of the nations were already surrendering, but some were persistent, and the battle continued raging. It reached a time where the US did gather some of the most learned scientists of the time, and they went to develop a secret weapon so that the weapon can serve as a weapon of peace. This mission was well conducted, and it took place known as Manhattan, and it famously was called the Manhattan Project. The foundations of this weapon of peace, also known as the first atomic bomb, or if you like it, the nuclear bomb, was from what we call the nuclear binding energy. We are going to do some lessons to understand how they were able to harness the nuclear energy and developed a bomb. The purpose for this lesson is not to make a bomb, but also to understand where we are able to get the nuclear energy from. Our learning today, we are going to focus on nuclear binding energy. The key concepts that are important to us for this topic is mass deficit, binding energy, and the equations, that renowned equation of E is equals to mc squares. Now we start with the mass deficit. What do we mean by the mass deficit? Imagine that here we have an atom, and in this atom, of course, there are nucleons at the center. The nucleons. Inside these nucleons, we know that we have this is the nucleus. In the nucleus, we know that there are protons. There are protons, and there are neutrons. There are neutrons. Our expectation is that if we could put this in and measure it, we expect that the total mass, that is, meaning we take the total mass that is of the nucleus, that is protons plus the neutrons. Now suppose we measure this directly, we expect that it will be equals to the total mass, or measured mass of the nucleus. Okay, the total measured mass of the nucleus. However, this is not always the case. We find that this one here, these two on this side, happens to be more, that is to be more, and on this side, on this other side, we expect it to be less. The difference here is what we refer to as the mass difference. The mass difference can also be called the mass deficit. In other words, it is the missing mass.